What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to Devil's Advocate, the live stream. Welcome. How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good Monday. Uh, yeah. Hope you guys had a good start to your week. Welcome. Like the haircut, gotta keep it up. Yeah. I think we'll have a decent live tonight. Um, so I think something I want to talk about is that my one of the main ideology of my channel, okay, and I've grown to really uh what is it what is it symbolize, or just it's a main ideology that I have is accountability. Okay, be accountable for your actions. Be accountable for the words you say, right? Whatever consequences that come by it, right, from your actions, your words, accept it. You are you are the creator, right, of the things that happen in your life generally. Okay? Pretty much majority of the time. So it is important to reflect that, to understand that, you know what? The actions I do, the words I say, there are consequences, good or bad. Okay, so understand it, accept it, and pretty much evaluate it. Right, understand that. Okay, hmm, maybe the problems in my life, well, I may have be a big contributor to it, and that's something that I I really focus on. Right, especially with all my content is that accountability, right? And especially with women, because again, I think for men we have to be accountable, right? The actions we do, because the mistakes we make usually have very big consequences. Okay, possibly getting with a terrible woman, having kids with a terrible woman, stuff like that. It shows, right? Men, you get divorced. You marry a terrible woman, you get divorced. Boom, she may take half of your shit or more. That's a big consequence, right? Have kids with a terrible woman. Boom, she won't let you see your kids. Okay, boom, that's a terrible consequences, right? So that we we see it. We experience these consequences in life often. Reality hits men uh, like a brick to the face. For women, they live in delusion, right? They delude themselves just so mm, they don't have to accept reality. Okay, so let's say they marry a terrible man. Well, they divorce him. They can sometimes take half of his shit, or sometimes you know cheat and take half of his stuff without really consequences, or divorce him and get another man very easily. So where's the consequences there? Have kids with a terrible man, but then you know what? Men are more likely to get with a single mom than women are getting with a single father, right? Because it's easier, right? It's just plain and simple. Women to get men is much easier than men getting a woman. So you know, women can and do live in delusions where they don't have to. A lot of times, uh, live in the consequences of their actions. So that's why I like to point it out, talk about it. That's the main thing of my channel. Not really about race, right? But it's about actions, right? And consequences of those actions. So that is the thing that I'm going to talk about, tonight, at least, a bit. So yeah, how you guys doing? So let's get started. As always, I like to start out with a Kendra G video. Uh, these are the women that kind of represent the lack of accountability. Okay, so Let's get started.
Keep the camera. Don't have your head cut off. What's your name, baby?
Crystal.
Crystal, where you calling us from? Where you live?
I live in Houston.
Houston. We coming to Dallas soon. How old are you, Crystal?
I'm 33.
33. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. 33 Virgo. What do you do for a living?
I'm a quality specialist. I work at a biotech company.
Quality specialist? Crystal Houston, 33 Virgo, quality specialist. You have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids.
How old are your 2 kids?
15 and 9.
Okay. What about the same man?
No.
No. Have you ever been married?
33. 2 kids by 2 different men. This is the thing. There are consequences to her actions. The likelihood of her getting a good man isn't that high. It is part of the consequences. Now, I've never said it's impossible. Of course not. But it's not easy. You lessen the chance of actually finding a decent man. Because now you think about this. I've said it. Women, they get worse with age. Right? They don't become a better partner or a viable partner as they age. No. They become harder to deal with. So 33, I'm not too old, but I mean, saying, it just adds on to she's getting there as she ages. She just becomes worse and worse to be with. A bigger red flag. Now, 2 kids by 2 different men. What good man will see that? You know what? That's a good woman I want to go with. Sometimes you think about this. Women will wonder, why am I always attracting or sometimes attracted to the terrible man? Well, it's because of your life, right? How your life looks like, what good man is like, I'm attracted to that. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that chaos. Only terrible men, because will want to be a part of that or bother to even try that out because they don't care. Usually in their mindset is like either pump and dump or just, you know what? Add to her body count, add to her, children, right? So they don't care.
No.
So we got Crystal Houston, 33 Virgo, quality specialist, mom to 2 by 2 men, never married. What kind of man you looking for, Crystal?
I'm looking for somebody that's genuine. I want a man that know how to cook. I want a man.
Yo, Just, what's up? This is the thing, right? What woman wants to be necessarily a single mother by, logical choice? No woman, right? Basically. But you gotta think about this. Why I say, in my personal opinion, a lot of women are baby mamas by choice is because you choose to deal with these type of men. Because if he would want to give you a child, he would most likely want to marry you. If he doesn't want to marry you, the idea of you giving him a child is ridiculous in my opinion. Now, this is the point where I don't know your story particularly. I'm just saying that certain women that they have to really vet men properly, and this is, to be honest, you need other people to help you as well. This is the thing where I honestly think women are terrible judge in character. Women are terrible judge in character. I think men are better at it, in my opinion. Generally, I'm not saying, of course, there are, men aren't perfect themselves, or there's not a perfect skill themselves, but more than one person helping you out, judge or vetting people, vetting potential partners is actually a good thing. Even men, I think men should have other men help them vet partners as well. So, because again, when you deal with partners, you may be blinders on, right? So men and women, both the same. You may have blinders on where things that you don't see, things that you ignore, like red flags. So I think that's important for anyone, men or women, to have more than one person, help you vet your partner. So, yeah.
And that is gonna accept me and my children. I don't want to hear like, because I'm used to dating like African men, and sometimes they be like, oh, I'm just gonna tell people you got one kid or something like that. I need somebody that's gonna accept both of my kids, that's gonna accept me. I just want somebody that's just a good person all in general, that goes to church. I just want a good man that's gonna make me happy.
Okay. So you mentioned you want the man to know how to cook. Some women say I want that too. So do you want him to be the sole cook, or would you cook, or how does that work?
I'm gonna cook, but I need somebody that's gonna cook as well, because I don't want a man that's always, oh, I haven't, because the guys I've been dating, they be like, I haven't ate, so what you gonna cook? Like sometimes I come home after a long day of work, and then they be like, oh, they be there, and then they like, I haven't ate nothing, and I'm like, can you cook something for yourself? Because I'm tired. I already ate. So
I got you. Let me ask you this: do you expect the man to pay all the bills of the house?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I think sometimes, and we are living in a different time where back in the day the men paid all the bills, right? So it was expected of women to cook all the time because that was basically your job. You cook.
Exactly.
Now we have women who also work, and you're saying you work and you will also contribute to the bill. So you would need a man. Okay, fair enough. So at least we also understand that she's gonna contribute. That's why she cannot cook all the time. What are some deal breakers?
I don't like a guy who smokes weed.
Yo, Joss, yeah. That's interesting. I do think that women don't help out women, right? Women, even if it's your mom, it's like they don't necessarily have good perspective anyway, in my opinion. So you know, this is why I wish women would not be so triggered, right? Be so triggered and emotional about the men's space content, right? I think women actually would benefit more from actually listening to other men, in my opinion, right? I think women would benefit to actually having more male friends. I also think that women, let's say, I don't know if you guys know, but like Kevin Samuels, I think women benefited from listening to a man like that. So I honestly think women would benefit more from actually listening to men's content. But that's my opinion.
It's okay, but cigarettes, I can't.
Okay.
No more than, I got 2 baby daddies, so no more baby mamas.
Do you want more kids?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay, but he can have kids, just no more than 2 baby mamas.
Yeah, no more than 2 baby mamas. No more than 3 kids.
Okay.
Yeah, no more. Hygiene. I'm big on hygiene. I like a guy to smell good. If they don't smell good, I can't. And that's about it.
Okay. And should he look a certain way?
I like dark skinned men. I'm not really into bright skinned guys. It's just not my thing. I like dark skin, and it has to be maybe like above 5'8", 5'9", because I'm 5'6". So I would prefer somebody a little bit taller than me.
Okay, a little bit taller than you. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Maybe like 70,000 and up.
Okay, 70K.
That's still above average, man. It's like this is ridiculous. That's still above average man. 70. It's ridiculous. You don't need someone to pay your bills. So why? This is the thing where I am flabbergasted with women. Just say that I don't care. As long as he pays his bills, he has no financial troubles, he has a stable job, that's it. That's all that matters, right? Because again, if you say that you don't need a man to pay your stuff, why care how much he makes? All you need to care about is that he's a stable job. He doesn't beg or ask for money. He can pay his bill, no problem. That should be it, in my opinion, right? So you can have a bigger pool. I mean, yeah. What does he get for? I mean, this is the thing. I've always said this too. If you're a man that makes over 60K, you are an above average man. So already know that, again, you've done better than most men. So you should have standards equal to that.
Should he be in Houston?
If he's willing to, he have to be in Houston now. But if he's willing to relocate, I don't think I don't want to relocate. So. Mm-mm.
Let's do the Kendra Cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Oh. Okay. Let me hold him up.
Okay. Let me see these pants. I gotta see your pants. Oh, you got on shorts. Woo, woo. I know I'm shaking that booty, child. Crystal, when was your last relationship?
It's been about January. Well, May.
May. Okay. May. No, so before I keep on.
This is the thing with women, right? And here's my opinion too, because I think women are lazy. And you know what? People want to be lazy, right? I think women have standards for men because they hope men will eventually take up all their adult responsibilities. You don't know how many stories I hear of women, once they have a kid, once they have this man's child, they want to stay home. They don't want to go to work, or they don't want to be forced to have to work to pay bills. So a lot of women have these requirements for men because they want options. They want the ability to, you know what? If I want to work, I can. If I don't want to work, I don't have to. That's the thing with, I see that a lot, especially with marriages, right? Where you pick a man where, you know what? He can provide for the family if need be. A lot of times I've heard this a lot, especially modern day marriages where women will choose to stay at home. They don't want adult responsibilities. So I think that's it. It's one of the reasons why they have a certain standards for, certain men to have, like, let's say, make a certain amount. So eventually, if need be, they don't need to have to pay bills, have to pay for trips, have to use their money, use their effort and time and energy, whatever, to contribute to that. I mean, that's what I've heard. I've seen a lot. So,
Get this question. I skipped it on Facebook. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last night.
Who you sleep with last night, Crystal?
The guy that I was dating. The guy that I was.
Then why you calling me? Why can't y'all just be together?
Cause he crazy.
Then why you having sex with him if he crazy?
Because like Houston is too many. Everybody it's too many people sleeping. I don't like to sleep around like that. So I'm just dealing with him until I find somebody. Not find somebody else, but I don't want to sleep with.
I think sometimes people, you gotta understand is while you keep sleeping with him, you might not find nobody else because you have filled up the space for somebody else to occupy it.
Yeah, but I already know what it is. I can't be with the person and
this is the thing. Yes, it is nasty. This is the thing with women where I'm talking about consequences of your actions. What good guy is gonna, let's say, I want to go on a date with you. I want to go on a date with you. Right after, but the day before, you just let a man enter you. So yeah, good men will say, oh, that's worth wifing up. That's worth getting in a relationship with. When she just had sex with another man that she doesn't want a relationship with. And this is the thing. Okay, if I take you on a date, will I get to have sex with you tonight? She'll most likely say no. So, a man that you don't want a relationship with, you will give your body to. But the men that will try to get a relationship from you, you will make him wait. This is the thing where what logical man will see like, wow, why am I even bothered? Why am I putting the effort in of trying to get a relationship with you where, you know what? I have to wait for any gratification while you will give gratification to men that you don't want a relationship from. That don't make sense. Again, what type of men will deal with that is the men that will just want to pump and dump. The men will that see you as a game, see you as just a notch on their belt. So women like this will unlikely attract good men. They will attract the men that they have consistently been attracting, right? The terrible men, the men that just wants to hit it and quit it.
I understand that, but I want you to get this. While you are still having sex with your ex, it's going to be hard for you to attract the type of man that you say you want because you're still entertaining energy that you don't want. And I think this is where it gets, listen, ladies, first of all, I want to say I'm sympathetic. I do want to say I'm sympathetic. But if y'all really want a certain type of guy, you're going to have to learn sexual discipline. It's going to be very important because as long as you keep...
And this is the insanity, right? This is the insanity. Please know this. Women cheat just as much as men, if not more, because women are better at hiding, at manipulating, than men are. So they most likely cheat more than men. And yet women consistently and constantly talk about men having no sexual discipline. They always want it and all that shit. Here's a woman that, and women do this constantly, okay? I've seen it and I've heard stories where they will, like they're in a relationship and the sex dries out. The sex dries out with their partner, yet they can cheat on their partner to have sex with another man. This is the thing where it amazes me that women choose, it's like they have no self-control, and yet they say that men don't. No, this is the thing, right? It's person. It's the character of a person. You can't make this shit up, right? This is the thing with women, where the ridiculousness of it. It flabbergastes me where women can only see it from their side, never see it from the men's side, because this is ridiculous. That you can say that you have no sexual discipline, or you can say that men don't, and yet you're no different. You're no better.
Opening up your legs to the men who you know you cannot build a future with, you are going to stop, and it's a law of attraction. That man that you can build a future with is not going to come into your area. You want to attract him.
I know. I know. I already know all these things.
Then why you still? Then why you?
And it's not like a consistent thing. It's just like, I haven't seen him since like May, so it's just kind of like.
And let me say this. Let me say y'all this. I hate stuff like this, and I told women this advice before. This is your ex-boyfriend, right? If you know you ain't ready to leave your ex yet, don't even break up the relationship, because you don't ever want your ex to know that you really don't got no other option besides him. So you broke up with him in May, and now you gave him some last night. So all you taught him was, she don't really got nobody else. So now he got the best of both worlds. Now, I don't know why you broke up with him, but you broke up with him for a reason, right? So whatever that reason is, now he's technically single. So now he learns that he can have this single life and sleep with any other woman, and then still sleep with you at times when he wants to, or when you want him. So it's like you just gave him a win-win. You don't ever want your ex to know you ain't got no other option.
He knows I got options.
Well, if you got options, why are you still having sex with him?
Because I don't want to sleep with nobody else.
Then you don't have no other options. You gotta understand how men. Y'all gotta start understanding how.
Exactly, and this is why, right? I've had women say, "Why don't you hold men accountable? Why don't you hold men accountable? Why?" One, the world does hold men accountable, and men do hold men accountable. But why is it pointless to hold certain men accountable? Let's say the cheaters, the toxic men the men that are the Pookies, the Ray Rays, right? The players, the bad boys. Why is it pointless to hold these men accountable? Exhibit A. Women take away accountability from the terrible men. Women will take accountability away from the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Okay? She breaks up with the man, left him, and still gives him her body. So, this man doesn't have to have a relationship with her, and he still has access to her. So, let's hypothetically, she broke up with him for a reason, like, Kendra said, and yet that reason matters what? He still gets the box without no real responsibilities. He doesn't have to be a faithful boyfriend. He doesn't have to be a boyfriend. He still gets to have sex with her. And this happens a lot for the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the bad boys, the cheaters, the toxic men. Because women will still have kids with these men. Women will still have sex with these men. Women will still desire these men. This is why it is pointless for a lot of times men to hold these types of men accountable. Because again, men like this will still get the woman. And when you get the woman, you pretty much won the prize, right? You get to have sex with a lot of women. You get to have sex with good-looking women. You just get to have sex with women. While good men, they don't have that kind of access. So who are you to hold these men accountable when essentially these men are winning? These men are getting access to women. So why would good men who aren't really getting that much access to women hold these types of men accountable? What's the point? This is the thing what women can't understand. You are the ones who are making these situations terrible. Okay? And here's the thing, second one. It is crazy that women think that they have options when they technically, if you don't exercise any options, do you really have options? You don't.
Men look at shit. And yeah, maybe take you out on a date, but he probably know you a good woman, like you told us. You don't want to sleep with everybody. So you already slept with him, so you're going back to him. So what you're telling him is he still got a hold of you, and he's not even your boyfriend. Was he ever your boyfriend? Be honest. Yeah. Why did you break up with him?
We just argued a lot and had a lot of disagreements. Like, if I say left, he say right. It was just like a lot of arguing over nothing. So I couldn't.
Look, the men are getting mad at me because I'm putting the women on the game. But no, women, y'all need to understand this game. So now what you taught him, for whatever reason, you broke up with him. So now he's technically free. But because y'all haven't learned sexual discipline, he knows, men know, women get that. Women have sexual desires too. So it's been 3 months. You had that itch. You made whatever the case may be. Y'all laid back up. So now he like, I got her. No. What's the point? What do you mean? No, he slept with you last night, boo. He got you, whether you want to admit it or not.
Yeah, he slept with me, and then I went about my way. I didn't stay the night or nothing. I got what I wanted and then left.
So you don't understand how this is to his advantage and not yours?
I mean, he's been reaching out the whole time, and I haven't went back. I do what I want to do. It's when I want to do it.
But I know a lot of women really feel this way. Like, you're speaking for a lot of women right now, but you have.
And look at this, right? That mentality that she has is masculine. Masculine. Like, I got my nut off. I'm good now. Really? This is the thing, right? Again, why? This is the thing where women can. I've said this in the beginning. Why, as women age, they become worse to deal with because of this. Things like this, personality, trauma. You now become actually the man, right? You became the man. Okay, where you view sex as, let me just get my nut off. It's like, it's that mentality. You're broken. You're broken. When you don't view sex as a connection with someone you love, as just something that, I just want to get my nut off, you are pretty much a man, and you're broken as a woman. Your femininity is gone. Okay? It's gone, or it's broken, or it's like teetering on a cliff. So what good man, right, in his masculinity wants to deal with this? It's like, this is the thing what women understand. Why women now, this is the thing with the consequences of a lot of women, and I see this more and more again with today's day and age. Women are becoming men, right? Women are becoming men, and what you think is going to happen because you are becoming men, you will have a hard time finding men. Because again, what man, unless you're gay, wants to deal with other men? This is the thing. You are just a man with a box. That's it. So, yeah.
I think what women are missing is you're not right. Like, you see, I see what you're saying, but no, you're not winning by saying, I get it when I get it. You don't want him. You want something long term. You just said you want a person that's going to accept you and your children. You want to build a life with somebody. And by thinking that you got this power over your ex and y'all just have sex when you feel like it, what you're failing to realize is you're blocking the real man that you desire, because the real man that you desire ain't going to go for this shit. And the real man that you desire that's watching this is putting you in a category of, okay, she wanted it. Like, let's say we get into an argument, now she want to go back to her ex. Like, so I think women got to learn this. Like, if you have an ex and you break up with him, I don't care if it's a year later, all you're teaching him is you don't really have another option.
This is the thing where I love Kevin Samuels because be direct. Being sympathetic, trying to be nice. No, I would have said that's it. You're done. It's either, you know what, find situationships, or, you know, the old saying, buy a dog and die alone. Because this is the thing. Like, her mindset, she's broken. Broken as a female. Broken as a feminine woman. She's broken. Right? What good man, I say this, what good man will be attracted to this? I'm sorry, only terrible men would. Only men that just wants to see you for sex. Only men that would, you know what, I want to get in a relationship with you and I'll probably cheat on you. Because again, you're not worth that. This is the thing where should be direct, because this woman's mindset has already broken. Years of trauma, 2 baby daddies, and she probably done with plenty of other men, right? All those trauma, the walls, those life experience she's done has just made her more of a man. Made her give her walls, give her trauma in life, have a wrong perspective. And yes, masculine. She's developed masculine traits, right? The strong trait to deal with the world because of trauma she's been through. Now she just views a man as like, a woman that views sex, right? A woman that views sex as, let me just get a nut off from pretty much just any man, essentially, is a broken woman. It's a broken woman. Okay?
But we're gonna keep going. I want you to get that, though. I want you to get that part. I want all women to get that. And here's the deal, ladies. I know we be emotional, but sometimes you gotta be logical. If you know in your heart of hearts that you in a situation and you ain't ready, like in 2 weeks you're gonna go right back to it, figure it out before you break up with him. Because you don't ever want a man to think that you just gonna tolerate anything. I'd rather him think you just stupid and don't know what's going on than to think that you ain't got no other option and he your only option. Now he really gonna treat you bad. But that's another conversation. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
3 flaws I have to work on. I think I need to work on like my attitude a little bit. Like sometimes if I'm frustrated, I'm very blunt. Let me say that. I just go straight to the point. I don't like to beat around the bush. I can probably work on that, like how I say, not what I say, how I say it. I can work on.
Yeah, this is also a thing where I feel bad for black men. And again, I've said this before. I've dated predominantly black women. I really feel bad that a lot of black women are so quick with attitude. So quick with treating you, talking down to you, right? Giving you attitude. And like I said, I've dated a lot of black women. Because again, coming from a pretty much a single mom household, two sisters, I thought the whole strong, independent woman was the type of woman that I should go for, right? This is a lot of what men grew up with, right? Especially nowadays, where I thought, you know what, I should be attracted to the strong, independent woman. Well, that backfired because those type of women are so masculine, are so hard to be with. It is terrible, and I think a lot of black men have to deal with that predominantly in their culture because, like I said, I date predominantly black women, so I see that more often than not, and I feel like practically every woman, every black woman, every woman that you see on Kendra, say one of the things that they have to fix is attitude, right? Attitude, how they talk to men, how they treat men, right? And I just think that's sad.
And that's something else I can work on. Maybe my communication. I can communicate a little bit better.
I do. I feel like I went hard, but I want to say this. I went hard because I'm talking to you, but really what you're doing, a lot of women do. So this is an overall, we were having an overall woman conversation because I think a lot of women and girls miss that point and don't realize how sometimes it can hurt them. But so I know you're the person on the screen, but that was a message for not just you, for a lot of people. Crystal, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a good person. Shut up. I like to I'm fun to be around. I'm not gonna when I'm dating somebody, I like to travel and have fun and just enjoy life. I'm not really a confrontational person. I have good energy.
You're not a confrontational person. You just said you constantly were arguing with your last man. Sounds confrontational to me. Attitude? A woman she just said she had attitude. So really, it sounds like you're confrontational. And you being a nice person, what about you? What about that is nice? It's like, what? This is the thing with women. They really just want to give generic answers. And you traveling, how's that make a man want to be with you?
I don't need nothing from a man, so I come with the whole package. I have everything. I don't need money. I'm not looking for somebody to take care of me. Overall, I'm just a good person.
So when you say you don't need anything from a man, you're talking about finances?
Yeah, financially, yeah.
So you think a man is only good for finances?
No, I'm just saying because some women only want they look for guys that make money to take care of them. I don't.
Right, but
I'm not looking.
But okay, so we got another thing we got to change in our language. A lot of women do this too. When they say they don't need a man, they're talking about money because they might have their own way to pay their way. But there's other values to a man, and I also believe this. When you say you don't need a man, what happens is you keep attracting men you don't need, right? If you say, I need a man because I need a man to protect me, my family, I need a man.
In my opinion, personal opinion, okay, good men are natural and want to be providers and protectors. That's my opinion, right? My opinion purely. Where if you're a good man, you want to provide and protect. Women that say they don't need you but want you, in my opinion, they will switch up. They will switch up because they will want you until they don't want you anymore. That's the thing. Again, like I said, it's my opinion. Women will want you until they don't want you anymore. Until they want someone else. Okay? They find someone else better. That's my opinion. So, honestly, good men seeing the women that don't want them, don't need them, but just want them right now, I've dealt that. These strong, independent women that just want you, but they will want you until, you know what, they don't want you anymore. Because again, you have no usefulness in their life. Because they don't need you. You're not essential right? You're not essential to their life, they will stop wanting you because they never needed you to begin with. And I honestly believe stuff like that, women that say that they want you but don't need you, in my opinion, aren't worth good men's time. Because again, women like that will switch up. They will switch shit up, in my opinion. And like I said, men, I keep on saying it, but yes, it's my opinion. Good men, they want to feel needed. They want to feel like they are actually have a purpose. I think a lot of men want to be the structure of their household, like be the provider, protector, right? Be essential in the life of their partner, the life of their family. So this is the thing why men in the past have worked themselves to the bone to provide for their family, so they know that they're needed, that their family cannot function without them. That's my opinion, because I think a lot of men nowadays are purposeless. They have no goals, they have no direction, they have no purpose in life. Because yes, women don't need men. Women don't need men nowadays. They just want them. They don't need them. So a lot of men feel like, she will want me until she don't want me anymore. She doesn't need me for anything. So I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about, but
man to be a part of my life. Like, these things are important to me. I need a man to show up for me in the times I can't show up for myself. I need a man for when I'm sick, that he's there for me. That changes the need, right? And now you can start attracting that. So when men come into your life that don't fulfill those things, they get X'd out, because now you know what you need and they can't fulfill it. So I think that's another thing too. Women, stop saying you don't need a man because you got the money, because you got the finances. No, it's okay to say, no, I need a man. I want a protector. I want someone I can share my life with. I want someone that can be there for me. So I need those things. And it's okay to admit that, because as soon as that you can admit that, then you can start attracting that. So when the men who are coming into your atmosphere don't fulfill those needs, then they go. So we got to change that. We got to stop saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, because God's going to give you what you say. Okay, your wish is my command. I'm going to keep sending you men you don't need. I love you. I want to say this. I love you because I feel like I don't want you to feel bad, right? I don't want you to feel bad.
yeah, Alvi, you are amazing. Thank you for always, jumping in alive. You're amazing. Thank you.
And I feel like this is a woman conversation right now. You're just a woman on the screen.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to you because you're on the screen, but I'm really talking to a lot of women that need to get that message.
Right. When I say need, like, I don't need like financially, but I do want a man. Like, it's
then you got to start saying that, because I host a show, and every time a woman says she doesn't need a man, she's always talking about money. And I'm trying to get women to understand there's other needs of men than money. And most women just say that when they have money, like, I don't need a man. And again, words are so powerful, so that's what you're going to get. But you do need a man. You need a man to be there for you. You need a man when your day is bad, someone that's going to be there that you can talk to. You need a man that can show up for you the way you want to show up for him. Like you just said, you work hard. It's okay to say you need a man. And once you can be that vulnerable and accept that, then you'll start attracting that. And when the men come into your atmosphere that don't fulfill the needs that you have, then you'll be turned off. They won't even be attracted to you.
Right.
But let's do this. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I'm not.
All right, Crystal, that name is definitely taken. So do you have a favorite number?
24.
24. So you got to download the app.
I think it's, to be honest, let me say this, right? It's not impossible for women to change their perspective and their ideology in life. It's highly unlikely. Women are, in my opinion, the most stubborn gender, right? They're the most stubborn gender, in my opinion. So really, sadly, women like this they're not going to change. They're not going to change. They will still be, most likely destined to be side chicks, destined to be, hit on by the Pookies and the Ray Rays. It's just a sad thing with a lot of these women that they have put themselves in a niche that, you know what, are perfect for the Pookies and the Ray Rays, the bad men, the toxic men, the players, the bad boys. Because again, good men don't see this generally as good partners. Because women like this will only bring you chaos, will only break your heart, will only hurt you. So, yeah. What do you guys think? All right, so I got this other video that I think is gonna be pretty cool. So let's check this video out.
And she chops. This is a quick little PSA for all the men out there. You're not competing against other men for women's attention. You're actually competing against women. Yeah. And I'm not like talking about lesbians. I'm talking about like just platonic women relationships, other women. Like my best friend, she leaves me love notes at my house. She comes over and she chops up watermelon for me to enjoy when I get home from work. Pretty much all my girlfriends, when they text me in the morning, it's like a hello gorgeous, good morning gorgeous, like that type of vibe. The list goes on of like how women just go above and beyond for each other. And what it really shows is that y'all are doing the least, like minimal effort, and it's not cute. So yeah, start taking notes. Okay, thank you. Bye. This is a
I honestly believe, right? There are more, I mean, this is statistical fact. There are more women than men out there. So, date each other. Date each other. I've said this before. Cool. You have women that treat you better than men? Awesome. Awesome. Date them. Be with them. Stop bothering men. Right? Stop having expectations for men. If these men that you want, that you are picking, okay, don't meet this. Stop it. Dating women. Date your friends. Because this is the thing where women don't understand. First of all, you pick these men. You pick them. It's not that. It's like, are there men out there that would like love bomb you? Yes. Men that would treat you like princesses, queens, whatever? Yeah. You don't choose these men. You choose the men that don't do it. This is the thing where women don't understand. There are consequences to your actions. There are a wide range of men. You don't choose them. You complain that women, oh, why are these men cheating on me? Why are these men toxic? Why these men don't love bomb me, give me love notes, treat me like a queen? Why? Because you don't choose those men. You choose the men that you're attracted to that meets certain superficial criteria you have, and yet you wonder why these men don't treat you how you want to be treated. It's the consequences of your choice. So, this is why men say choose better. But no, women always want to change the men that they're attracted to. Stop it. Right? If the men that you're attracted to don't meet your standards, date the women that do. Date the women that do. Because this is the thing where women don't say it. When you are like, when you're alone, when they're doing their own thing, when these other women move on, find their own husbands, find their own partners, right? What are you left with? What are you left with? This is the thing where women don't understand. These other friends will eventually do their own shit. Then what are you left with? These insane standards you think that you have, okay? These women will, at the end of the day, they will move on. They will focus on their life too. So I just think women are just ridiculous. But let's break this thing down.
quick little PSA for all the men out there. you're not competing against other men for women's attention. You're actually competing against women. Yeah. And I'm not like talking about lesbians. I'm talking about like just platonic women relationships, other women. Like my best friend, she leaves me.
This is the thing too. It's your best friend. This is the thing where I don't understand women. You compare your best friend, who you have a relationship with, to men that you don't have a relationship with. It's like, do you see the imbalance in there? These men don't know you, right? So you telling me the first day she met you, she was giving you love notes? It's like, this is the thing where it's where's the logic in that, right? You have built a relationship over time with this person, okay? And usually, let's say this: if it's a good relationship, she's a best friend. Well, you did something for her, she did something for you. You treated her good, she treated you good. So it's a beneficial platonic friendship, a best friend friendship. So you're both giving to each other. Wow, it's a friendship. So what do you expect men dating you are supposed to do? Give you love notes when they don't know you? Treat you like your best friend? They don't know you. They don't even have a real relationship with you. So take notes what? What do men need to do? They don't know you. This is the absolute illogicalness of women. The delusion to compare your best friend to men that you either don't know, barely know, or haven't known yet. It's like these men don't have a relationship with you. So there's no point for him to put immense effort when, where is it going? This is the thing with women. I've seen it and I've lived it, where you can treat a woman like a queen, and she can still leave you. So what's the PSA there? What's the PSA when I know men, and I've done it, put women on a pedestal and women still treat men like shit, right? Women still leave these men. Women still think these men are second-class citizens. Women still don't put the same amount of effort towards these men. So the PSA is a shitty one. It's idiotic.
Love notes at my house. She comes over and she chops up watermelon for me to enjoy when I get home from work. Pretty much all my girlfriends, when they text me in the morning, it's like a hello gorgeous, good morning gorgeous, like that type of vibe. The list goes on of like how women just go above and beyond for each other.
Above and beyond. It's like, give you love notes, cut your fruit, text you in the morning. Wow, men don't do that? Men don't do that now. And that's above and beyond? The absolute entitlement, the audacity to say those simple ass things are above and beyond. So you're saying, and maybe it's this woman's personal life, men don't text you good morning. You never think that's the type of men you're attracted to? Okay, men don't give you affirmation of love, right? They don't give you loving texts. Doesn't that mean that you don't attract those type of men? Don't cut your fruit. Okay, I mean, ridiculous. That's above and beyond. And this is the funniness, the insanity of women. So you're telling me if a man sent you morning texts, sent you loving texts, cut your fruit, that's a man going above and beyond for you? The insanity of that. Because women do not see that as above and beyond. When men do that, when men do these shit, okay? She said, oh, that's the bare minimum, right? That's nothing special. So this is the absolute ridiculousness of women. PSA sounds idiotic because men do that shit. Maybe men that you're not, maybe men that you are attracted to don't do this thing. because they don't see you worth it. They don't see you worthwhile, but men do it. So you telling men that to do this when men do it and they still get treated like shit. They still say that's not. They say that's the bare minimum or nothing special. And yet here's a woman saying if women did it, it's above and beyond.
And what it really shows is that y'all are doing the least, like minimal effort, and it's not cute. So yeah, start taking notes. Okay, thank you.
Taking notes. Morning Texas. And it's like this is the thing where women can't understand. Maybe it's the men that you are attracted to and attract, because the man that is dating you that wouldn't even give you a morning text says a lot about you. It says a lot about what type of man you're attracted to. Because if she says that's above and beyond, this is the thing where this is a woman that most likely only a hit it and quit it kind of woman. And this is the insanity of a lot of women, where you're just delusional. And your PSA to men sucks. It sucks. This is absolutely ridiculous. What do you guys think? And literally, right? Women make the smallest gestures from men icks. Okay? I'm going to eventually do one where a video, right, where women are just listing men's icks. Listing men's icks. So it's ridiculous that she say these small ass shit is above and beyond. When men would do other shit and women would call that icks. This is the thing where women are fickle. You cannot tell what she will be she thinks is nice or above and beyond whenever. You can't say that, oh, do this and it's above and beyond. No, because that don't make sense. This is why women give terrible dating advice. Okay? Women are terrible coaches. They're just really shitty at giving advice or these talking points. They're really shitty at it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, so let's get into this one. I thought this was an interesting clip. If you guys seen my last week, I think it was my Saturday's live stream, okay, where I talked about the leftover women, right, of China and stuff. If you saw that, you will see a lot of examples of what I would talk about in this clip, because this is the thing where women, they don't understand consequences. They do not honestly, women don't gain wisdom. They're very terrible at gaining wisdom. They're great at getting degrees, but really true knowledge, true intelligence, in my opinion, they're very terrible at it. They're very terrible at gaining wisdom. So you'll see what I mean.
First of all, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wang Xiaoyang. Many of you know me as Sunny. I come from a not-so-famous city in China called Guangzhou. I also come from a very traditional and conservative family. To give you a better idea of what that means, I'll tell you this. While most parents are so excited to be here today,
Alvi, I do agree, right? I do agree that for women, college is the best time for you to find a partner of equal standing, similar interests, backgrounds, ideology. I think college, women are misusing college, in my opinion. But let's really dive in deep with this, okay? My opinion, and I think a lot of men should develop this opinion. I don't care, right? I don't care. I don't care. You want to be a strong, independent woman? I don't care. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I don't care. I don't care that you want to focus on your career, that you don't need a man, right? That you don't, your focus isn't a man. Great, cool, whatever. What I do care about is women like this will eventually shit on men. Women like this will eventually grow insane standards that don't match them and then wonder why, where's the good men? Men are terrible. Men don't meet my standards. Men aren't good enough. All these shit that will shit on men, that's what I do care about. Like I said, if you saw my last stream where I talked about the leftover women of China, right? That video, and I'm going to talk about that again later on. There's going to be other clips or other videos that I'm going to talk about because I want to check them out. So I want to react to them on live, watch it with you. I don't care what you choose to do with your life. What I do care is that later on you will shit on men because of the choices you made. That's what I do care. Okay? Because again, I think that's the hypocrisy. I think that's the lack of accountability of women. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So, well, let's break this down and we'll talk about it, okay?
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wang Xiaoyang. Many of you know me as Sunny. I come from a not-so-famous city in China called Guangzhou. I also come from a very traditional and conservative family. To give you a better idea of what that means, I'll tell you this. While most parents are so excited to be here today, my parents are actually extremely upset right now. They were upset 2 years ago when I came here as well. And here's why. I am 24 years old and I'm not married. How scary is that? In my culture, I'm one of the leftovers. For those who don't know the term, leftovers are women who are too old to be single. One of the downsides of being raised in a traditional and conservative...
Let me say this. In my opinion, the U.S. is very individualistic. They only think about American parents. Just think about yourself. Don't care about the future, right? Get a job, be an adult. That's it, right? They really don't care about creating family, creating communities. They don't. So it's different than immigrant families, where they know that family, community is the most important thing. Yes, getting a job is great, getting a career is good, but again, working your backbone, working your back off, working until you're tired, making money, it's not as fulfilling, in my opinion, and this is the opinion of immigrants. That's not as fulfilling. It's great, it's good, you should work, you should make money, but at the end of the day, what are you making money for? You're making money to enjoy materialism, right? You're making money to what? Enjoy travel, enjoy your own life, your individual life. Enjoy your life by yourself. Great. But if that's what you want, cool, awesome. But most people, and biologically, we are made, or our purpose, our genetic purpose is to reproduce, to create families, create communities, okay? Yes. Yes, you're right. B, you're right. It is about self. While and I think it's sad. I think it's sad that that is about just yourself because again, I think human beings are meant to create family, create community. Right? We're not such loners, in my opinion, generally as the whole human species. Because again, a lot of people being by themselves is very damaging mentally. So I think that's the difference, and that's something that a lot of now Western influenced people don't understand anymore, and it's dying. Right, that mentality, that ideology is dying in the younger generation. I think that's sad because people are more becoming individualistic rather than very community focused. So I think that's sad.
Family is you aren't really encouraged to explore or change. Because I am a woman, I should be quiet.
This is the thing. It is fine that you explore and you change, but understand that there are consequences to it. There are consequences to it. That's the thing where I said I am very big promoter, man or woman. There will be consequences to your actions. As long as you don't complain or you don't blame others for it, great, cool. Live your life how you want it.
Because I'm a woman, I should try to find a nice guy and settle down before I'm too old to be on the market. Because
Here's the thing, right? With that, right? Find a nice guy before she's too old. Where women can't understand. What do you this is the thing where a lot of women, in my opinion, a lot of women don't think past the present. They do not. You hear it time and time again. And I do plenty of Kendra, just the Kendra G video. 33, still on the dating market. Still on the dating market at 33. I do other videos where they're 40, they're 50, 60, 70, still on the dating market. Right? I say if you don't care about finding a man, if you don't care about having situationships, having just a bunch of sexual partners, then cool. It don't matter. Stay single. But this is the problem with a lot of women where now in their youth, they don't care about finding a man, cool. But then later on, they want a good guy. They want to start a family. They want marriage, all this shit. No, you can't. This is the consequences of your actions. You cannot determine when you will get something. You can't. You should be working towards it. You can't say, I don't want a man now, but you know what? Maybe in the future I want a man. Well, did you think about the man in the future? Does he want that? Does he want a woman that's now older, that's maybe more jaded, have maybe been through more terrible life experiences, have bigger walls, possibly have kids? Do you ever think about what a man wants? They don't. They don't.
I am a woman, I should get a stable job right out of college and avoid risk at all costs. But because I am...
Remember that. Avoid risk at all costs. It's the safe route. This is the thing. If you don't want to avoid risk, well, risk also comes with problems. Right? The riskier something is, the more problems or bigger problems it may occur. Women always think that, okay, let me do these actions, like the whole phase. Never think about the consequence. Never think about the risk of it.
I'm a woman, I know I don't have to follow those rules. Because I'm a woman, I can break through. Because I'm a woman, that circle can no longer hold me. But I didn't know how to do that. Every time I look back at the younger version of me from 2 years ago, sitting alone at the international airport in Guangzhou, with a one-way ticket to Boston in my hand, with no idea where the future is taking me, I am amazed.
This is the thing, yes. Women nowadays are breaking the rules, right? The rules of old. Cool, awesome. I am not a detractor of women breaking the norm. Cool. But know this. If you want to break the rules of old, Right? I don't want to live by the rules or the shackles of old traditions or old rules, whatever. Cool, but don't complain about them. Here's the thing: a lot of times, like this, you want to be very modern. Cool. Don't ask or expect or want a traditional man or traditional situation like gentlemen, right? Or it's like, or the men that provide, men that pay for dates or whatever. Don't ask for traditional values while you want to break rules, break the shackles of traditions. That's the thing where women are not understanding, right? Women are not understanding. Just like things where women think, oh, how about morning texts or all this? Well, why are you expecting man to be romantic? You know, you're like, break the mold, right? Break the rules, right? There's no rules anymore. This is the thing where women can't understand. The 50-50 mindset, right? How the dating scene is, the coffee dates, all the shit. Those are consequences of women's actions. You want to be strong, independent. You want to break the circle, break the rules, right? Be different than, past women. Awesome. All the power to you. Those come with consequences. Women like this only qualify for coffee dates, 50-50 relationships, okay? They don't qualify for the gentlemen. They don't qualify for courting. You don't. Because the hypocrisy of it, the delusion of like, you know what? I want to be a strong, independent woman. I don't want to focus on a man. I don't want to focus on marriage, family, the shackles of the past. But I want a man to court me. I want a man to be a gentleman. I want a man to pay for the dates. I want to provide a protector. Okay, what is this? Only women want the world to be how they want it. Right? Shape the world how they want it to be shaped. Only women. This is the thing where I'll call the shit out. The hypocrisy, the delusion of this shit. Okay? And we're seeing it with a lot of Asian women. Awesome. Be your strong, independent self. But this is the thing. Why the leftover women are having problems. I did the video of it, and I will do more of it in the future. They are having problems finding men. It's because they never made men a focus. Never made men a priority. They only made men a focus after later in their life, when men don't see them as valuable or not important or nothing special. Women, this is the thing. They waste their youth, waste their life, waste their whatever on what they want, and then expect men to accept them when they are ready for men. And this is the freedom. This is the freedom of the world. Men don't have to. Men don't need to. Especially the men that women are after. Because here's the thing. Leftover women are usually the women that focus on their career, focus on building themselves, focus on money. And now they want the men that are equal to them or better than them. Well, those men, they don't value these women. Because again, those men are desirable by many women.
I am amazed by how Calm has guided me through these past 2 years, how Calm has nurtured me, how Calm has grown me. If I could thank Calm for one thing, it would be for helping me believe that anyone can be anything.
This is, anyone can do whatever path they want, right? Go whatever path they choose. But this is the thing. There will always be consequences for the paths you chose. Yeah, this is the thing. Here's the women. These are women that are pretty much asking to die alone. Pretty much asking to buy a dog, buy a cat, and die alone. This is the insane. I've said it. If you don't want a man, cool, awesome. If you don't want to focus on a man, all the more power to you. I don't make women. You need to have a family. You need to have a husband. You need to what? Cool, right? But this is the thing. This is the thing that women can understand. If you say that I don't want to prioritize a man, now when I'm young or attractive or less jaded, awesome, awesome. Don't expect to, like, let's say she's 24, whatever. Now she's 34. Now she's 44. Oh, now I want a man. Really? Now I want to prioritize a man. Really? You don't, life is not that simple. Life is not that easy. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to do something, right? Or especially when it concerns another person. So because you never think about that person. Because this is how men think. You never cared about me before. And now after that you're ready, you care? No. Time has passed. B, you're right. You can chase your dream and have a family. This is the problem with a lot of women where I don't even understand it. I honestly don't understand how women do it. Why they don't want to do it. They don't want to do both. All women, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of modern women feel like they can only do one at a time. They only can do, oh, I want to be a career woman. That's all I can do. Right? But this is the thing. If you want perfection, if you want to reach top level career, to be honest, you can't do both. You can't, or it's going to be very, very hard to do both. So it's either you want a balance of both, or you got to choose which one is more important, in my opinion. It's going to be very hard to, oh, I want to be a CEO of a company and then have a husband and children. You're going to sacrifice time. You're going to sacrifice, I don't know, what I gotta say, the perfection of one side to the other. That's what I think. But this is why I said in the beginning of it, where if you want the best scenario you can possibly get is that when you're in college, find a man then. Find a man then. Because that is a man that most likely you can build with, most likely on the same level as you, most likely, have the same mindset as you. Okay? That's the man that you can build with. And building with a man is the best scenario where, you know what? And I think this is in general, where, he sees that, oh, this is the most, this woman has been there for me through thick and thin. You both have gained life experience together, right? A lot of times women gain these life experience by themselves. It don't make men want to be attractive to them, right? Or want to be with them, because again, you gaining these life experience by yourself just makes you harder to deal with. Only the man that's gaining these life experience with you makes it more desirable for that same man. So, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes, I mean, this is the thing where a lot of times people don't understand the perfect, work and life balance, and supporting and creating a family. They have a hard time with that. So, I don't know. See, this one right here, she's talking about a TV, okay? I just want to preference that. She's talking about a TV. But this is the thing where, right here, what I'm talking about, where women don't understand there's consequences. If you want to be strong, independent, break from the shackles of, your mom, your grandmom, your great grandmom, right? Women of the past, right? You want to be strong, independent. You can have your own. You want to be career women. Men aren't important. You don't need men. You just want men. You want to make your own money. You want to be different, right? You don't want to. You want to be different than women of the past. Cool. Okay, but there are consequences to it. There are consequences to it, right? And women never acknowledge the consequences of their actions. So let's check out this clip. It's a short clip, so let's check it out.
sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me. They don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men, because there are good men out there. As a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting down. It's just sitting out here.
You know, this is the thing, right? Trissy, right? I think that's what you call it. Again, I've said this before. It's not impossible. It is not impossible to find a good man. It's not. It's just women have to understand. You do things to make it harder, right? Either you wait years later, you're hard to deal with, right? You have your baby mama to, you know, many men. There are certain things that you make it harder. One thing you have make it harder is you have a certain mindset. Mindset is very important. Okay? Here's the thing where like this. If you could call yourself a feminist, right? A feminist mindset, you will make it harder for you to deal with men. Right? If you think you're strong, independent, great. You'll make it harder to deal with men. So that's something that women can't understand. If you think you're better than men, you're equal to men, well, men will show you if that's true or not. So if you listen to the clip, let's listen to it again.
Struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me. They don't.
Did you ask? This is the thing. Why would they go out of their way to help you? One, you didn't ask for help. You weren't asking for. You expect strangers to help you automatically. Why? Do women randomly help strangers? Right? Especially men. Do women randomly help men? They don't. So this is the entitlement and expectations of women. What are you? You're not damsel in distress, and you expect men to just randomly help you. Right? Because like I said, she was trying to get I can't find the original clip, which is shitty, which is annoying. But she's trying to get a TV into a car. You have to understand, women for years have constantly reiterated they're strong, independent. They don't need no man. And yet you have the expectations of men to sacrifice their time, sacrifice their effort, sacrifice their money, resources, whatever, on you. That's the ridiculous of it. This is the thing where women understand. Your ideology will affect men. How you treat men, how you talk to men, right? How you act or are around men, that affects men's mindset. Men have always, nowadays, men are viewing women as strong, independent. They're equals. Men are viewing women as equals. So, do you see men randomly helping other men out with laborious things? I've never had a man come up to me and help me pack my groceries. So really, you know, no, men don't do that.
Don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men, because there are good men.
And real men, it's like, what? It's like she expects real men to help out random women. Are there actually real women out there? Because again, sounds like a lot of women are more man, right? More manly than actual women, right? You don't have respect for men. You're not ladylike to men. You don't treat men with respect or courtesy. You treat a lot of men with disdain, with disrespect, with contempt. Okay? And a lot of times, women view men, I've heard this constantly. Women are constantly calling men dangerous. Right? Don't women pick the bear over men? This is the thing, this narrative that women can never understand. Women make these narratives. Okay? Women say men are dangerous, or they're not that important, they are shitty men, toxic men, terrible men, all this stuff. They say all these things about men, and they seem to not realize there are consequences to your words, let alone your actions. Right? If you can choose men or choose bears over men, you think that doesn't have a psychological effect on men? That's the absurdity of it, right? So really, you're talking about real men when you call men dangerous, right? I'm not saying her, but I'm just saying in general. This is important. And this is the thing where I think it's sad that we don't have a healthy relationship between each other. We don't. Not in general, right? Women hate men hate women. And this is the thing. I'm not trying to build hate, right? I'm trying to build accountability, trying to build, like, recognize these terrible languages, these terrible narratives, okay? These actions, especially in my opinion, from women, that, well, these actions from women, these words from women are producing men's certain types of actions where men they don't want to be gentlemen towards women. They don't. So
out there as a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting.
Why? Because are you something special? Are you better than men? Are you more special than men? Because now this is the insanity of women. Are you equals or are you better? Right? What narrative do you want? Are you better than men? So men should, like, take a step back for you, like, put you before them.
Down. It's just sitting out here struggling to get this in my.
This is the thing where I said this clip, this video. I wanted to focus that this is the repercussions of a lot of women's actions and words, where a lot of women don't recognize it. A lot of women aren't seeing this. They are not recognizing, oh, maybe I am the contributor of what I'm experiencing now. Maybe I'm a part of this. Like a woman like this, not showing true self-reflection. Maybe a woman like this is like, oh, you know what? If I could pick a bear over a man, maybe that's contributing to, you know what? Why men aren't being gentlemen anymore. Because I view men as dangerous, as toxic, as whatever. Maybe that's why men aren't being gentlemen. If I say I'm equal to a man, or in some cases better than a man, maybe that's why men aren't courteous, aren't gentlemen to me anymore. Because maybe because you are contributing to these narratives, right? You're absolute, and this is the thing, right? You are absolutely right. This gender war thing, and this is the thing where, yes, I'm being critical to women, but it's not because I want to promote a gender war. It's that this is the thing. I love women, especially I date a lot of I date predominantly black women, but this is the thing where I honestly believe feminism has hurt women. This mindset, because it's really a detriment to women's mindset, where they are now thinking they're either better than men, equal to men, or they don't need men. They don't, men are trash, men are toxic, men are all these things, right? Where this terrible narrative towards men, where women are contributing to, they are not recognizing that needs to change. And that's the thing where I'm focusing on. That's the thing where I want to really, I've always made it known that I'm not hating on women, is that I wish women will recognize that my words aren't hate. It's more like, you know what, wake up, stop being like this. You're not helping out, right? The things like say that men are dangerous. I choose the bear over men, right? Well, that will make men like, why would I want to hold the door for you? Why would I want to help you out? Because I did a video where a man just said hi to a woman and she screamed at him. She screamed at him, called him dangerous, like out loud, right? The Me Too thing. And I said, there are terrible men out there, right? But there are terrible people, period. But women don't understand. You are now weaponizing things, okay? Well, there are repercussions to that. That's what I'm saying. Like, Do you not understand that consequence of, let's say, the Me Too shit, where good men, look, this is the thing where women can't understand. Bad men don't care. Bad men don't care about women's rights, women's being equal, any kind of narrative like, oh, you're strong and independent. Bad men don't care. Good men do. Good men will see that you are equal. You're strong, independent. Oh, I'm scared of Me Too. I don't want to harass you. I don't want to invade your space. So good men will like, you know what? I will respect your space. I don't want to bother you. Because there are women that said, don't talk to women, right? Don't hit on me. Don't approach me. Don't do nothing. Well, logically, good men don't give a shit. Logically, bad men don't give a shit. They will still do it regardless. Again, there are laws that says you do not kill or steal or that shit. Well, bad men don't care about laws. Good men do. So what do you think that the narratives and all this shit, what kind of men do you think it's affecting? Good men. Because good men will abide by that shit. Okay? So, the good men, the men that usually would be the gentlemen, that usually would be respectful, they are listening. They are respecting it. The bad men don't. Because they would never done it anyway. They would never care about it anyway. But women never realize, my narrative, my ideology, what type of men am I affecting towards it? Good men. The good men that would be the gentlemen, that would court, that would be respectful, loving, all this shit. Well, women never understand. Those are the men that they are affecting. So these are the consequences of women's actions. And I think that's sad. Right? And I that's why I think that more women should be a part of men's spaces, just to view it, understand it. But you know, that is what it is. Anyway, what do you guys think? Okay, this is a little bit off topic. This is a little bit weird or different than the rest of the videos I did or I'm reacting to. But I wanted to end now on this video because I thought it was interesting. So let's check this video out. It's short, so it'll probably be a quick reaction.
This man paid $150,000 for surgery to increase his height from 5'6" to 6 foot. The surgery left him unable to walk and required him to turn a screw in his legs every day to stretch them gradually. The recovery process could take more than a year and might lead to complications such as infections or pain. The paragraph shows how much taller he became after the surgery. Is this worth it? This man paid a...
So I just wanted to, it's a short clip. Man paying a lot of money just to add a few inches onto his, his height. This is the thing. Human beings, people, you do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you happy. Okay? Do whatever makes you happy. That's the thing, right? If it makes you happy, great. All the power to you. But this is the thing where I wanted to talk about to certain men is that sometimes a lot of people don't understand that, like I said, the narrative where women put this is I think this is the thing where a lot of men feel the pressure. Yeah, this is probably old, but this is I want to give my 2 cents in it that we hear this narrative so often, right? Oh, I want a man that's taller. Practically every single Kendra G video, at least, and I have other ones, saying that I want a man that's taller than me. I want a man that's taller than me. Women can't understand that is affecting men. That's why I said narrative, right? These narratives that women have also affects men, right? Men can feel insecure. Men have emotions. So I always think it's sad, right? That something like this, are you really doing it for yourself? I think I just think it's sad that sometimes it's, you know, I always think that this is the thing where I want men to figure out a purpose in life that's not because of women, right? Whatever makes you happy, right? So if this is what makes him happy, all the more power to him. A lot of times, people because this is a dangerous thing. I hear this is a dangerous procedure. So doing surgery, right? Surgery on yourself, because you hear so many horror stories when it comes to actual surgery. Is it really for yourself? Right? You go in such extremes. I think it's so risky. I think it's for the validation of other people. And that's the thing, right? I think you're right. You find happiness within yourself. Find enjoyment in other aspect. I think finding enjoyment in superficial things, at least looks wise, I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever. Right? Let's say this, right? If I'm making money, right? I'm doing it for myself. Okay, I'm doing it for my own enjoyment. It gives me purpose. It gives me a goal. That's something that I find enjoyment from. So yeah, I just think that a lot of times men are purposeless, guideless, directionless. So, you know, they don't know what to do with their life. So I think a lot of times they do these kind of things just to, you know, gain some validation. I mean, I'm all over the place, right? I just wanted to say that I want men to, you know, find ways to be happy, right? And if this is what, I guess it's fine, but I always want men to, like, find your purpose, find your goals in life, right? These temporary goals, do you think this is good? Because possibly he's endangering himself. He's endangering his life, right? Because, you know, these surgeries are dangerous. You can get infections. You get, you know, who knows, right? There's always complications and shit like this. So I think these things may not be the best solutions to, you know, your emotions. You're looking for validation and stuff. I don't know. I wanted to bring it up a little bit. It's a quick thing. I just thought it was like, you know, to spend that amount of money on gaining a few inches, I just think that I think it's wasteful. I mean, in my opinion. But again, if it brings them enjoyment, cool. I just think that it's such a dangerous way to find enjoyment. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Right? I just want you know, because I've seen it where men do surgeries on themselves and all this shit just to find validation. As men, these superficial things shouldn't bring you enjoyment, or it's not long-lasting enjoyment, in my opinion. We men should bring Oh, I mean, if it's healthy, cool. I mean, I don't know, right? I've only heard that it's very dangerous. It's a very you know, it's very risky. I mean, you can do it if you want. You know, I know a friend who he was losing hairline, so he did tattoo pigmentation, which is cool, right? Whatever, do what you want, right? It's not like the worst. You're just you're doing things to your head. It's cool, right? But at the end of the day, you're right? This is a thing where at the end of the day, we are creating people, right, to love us superficially, right? Oh yeah. So it just reminded me, right? I saw a recent video, not recent, but a while back, where a husband sued his wife. Okay, sued his wife because his children were coming out not as good looking as he thought the wife would be. For him to find out that his wife had a lot of surgery, so she actually looked very different before her surgery. So this is the thing. He liked her because of what image she portrayed. Okay? fake image. So hypothetically, like let's say he gained these few inches. Well, that's not going to be passed down onto his children. So his children will most likely be short. So really, it's not really, it's a little bit of a lie, right? You're not passing down these genetics to your kids. So that is a bit of a lie. So that is something that you are potentially not getting someone that likes you for you, but just an image that you are faking, i.e. like makeup, right? So these cosmetic surgeries, if it makes you happy, great. But again, you are not attracting people that want you for you, but you are attracting people that want you for a fake image that's not you, right? And then let's imagine this, right? You could marry a woman, date a woman, or have kids with a woman thinking, oh, my man is tall, so most likely my kids will be tall. Turn out that, you know what? My kids are just as short. You know, it could be lies. So that's something to think about. But I don't know. I just wanted to, I had this saved, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, what do you guys think? So I thought it was a decent live. Thank you for joining. I love it. You are amazing. Alvi, you are always amazing, right? But you know, I always love new people joining the live and chatting and, you know, being a part of it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for checking out my live stream. Much appreciated. Much love. Airborne, amazing as always. I'm not as always, but thank you for joining. Thank you for checking out the live. Just, if you're still here, thank you again. Monger, you're amazing too. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for checking out my live. You know, thank you for all the support. Thank you for any of the love. Thank you for checking out my other videos, subscribing, liking, whatever. Thank you for the support. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I usually you know, just go over about an hour and a half. So, you know, no, Just, you're amazing. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to go too long. So, but you know, maybe as I grow, stream will probably go longer. So, but in the meantime, you know, I think this is good. Bro, you're 6'1". Yo, I'm 5'11". I'm so mad that I'm not even 6, right? I'm not even 6. You know what? Most of my life, I had a height complex. I really had. This is the insanity, right? Most of my friends are black. So, being so close but not enough, surrounded by decently tall black men, is like annoying. It's annoying, right? And it's like, I don't know. And this is what I understand that man too. I have height complex, even though I'm kind of tall for an Asian guy, you know, 5'11". So I understand that, right? I've been there, I've done that. Like I've had the height complex, right? It's affected me. Yeah, you know, I wish that too. I mean, like sometimes I would say I'm 6 just for the hell of it, but man, if I was 6, I could just say I'm 6'1", right? So, you know, I mean that's the thing where it just feels like it's a nice even number that I really wanted to, like the doctor's office, just to say you're 6, right? That's what I would love, but you know, it's never like that for me. It hasn't been like that, and I've always had a not necessarily in inferiority complex for that, but I mean it's been an annoying complex, right? But I don't know, it is what it is. But yes, anyways, thanks guys for joining the live. Thank you guys for checking it out. Alvi, you're amazing. Just, you guys are amazing, right? Yeah, stay tuned for hope to see you guys on Wednesday's live. Okay, so later guys.